Hi everyone, follow-up video to my last one where I just have gotten the RSeat S1, and as you can see now I also got my steering wheel now, Fanatec Podium F1 in the PlayStation 4 edition. So with that one I'm all set. Still playing VR headset, therefore no TV yet set up. You see the camera up there. And yeah, pretty happy with it. I put my RSeat Evo to the side. My kids are playing in that one. You see here, a little bit too short, so still cushions and everything are going on. But other than that, yep, it's amazing. I really love it. It's a great piece of equipment. Very stable. I spoke about the braces that they improved. The wheel mount here. That really helps a lot, really rock solid. Also, since the last time the holder came in for the, as you can barely see here, sorry, maybe I'll show it later in more detail, the mount for the butt kicker. The amp is currently sitting down there. And I think from this side you can see it actually better. Yep, there he is mounted. Works great, shakes everything, perfect as designed, really love it. Couple lessons learned on that whole thing. For one, I would have liked if the butt kicker would have arrived at the same time when I put everything together, because in order to mount that piece down there, everything was so tight and already squeezed together that I had to take, in the end, finally decided I have to take the seat out and put the butt kicker mount in and then put the seat back in. What I didn't realize at the time was that the mounts that you can see here, these round pieces, which there are two of them, are different thickness. And I put the butt kicker one that works with butt kicker 2 to the inside, and that's why you saw the butt kicker hanging down or slipping down there a little bit. I want to put him backwards and actually have the butt kicker then sticking out here on this to the back instead. In order to do that, that mount here is too big, too thick, so I have to turn that that holder around. In order to do that one, I have to take the seat off again. Yeah, I would have liked to save myself that particular task. As you also can see, my seat is fairly far back and my pedals are pretty close. So I still have to play a little bit around with the holders and the mounts on anything. I mean, there's a lot of adjustment that can be done. I can still move the pedals a little bit back or further forward here in the holes, and as you can see down here, and then I also have ability to bring the seat a little bit forward and then slide that whole piece front and back. Yeah, Podium F1, currently using about the factory setting of force feedback 35%. Which is, yeah, it's okay. I can pull it up a little bit higher. Had it briefly on 50, didn't really like it yet. And as you can see, I also currently use it on the low torque setting. And it came with the little key, the RJ12 key, to be plugged in, that puts it onto the high torque setting. And then it's probably gonna rip your arms off. So yeah, I just need to be careful, A, to not injure myself, and B, if the kids ever sit in that thing and try something out when I'm not around and it starts to shake or violently spin, it really might hurt them. And they already had a little bit experience of that one by reaching through the steering wheel, and they learned their lesson on this one. Other than that, yeah, cable management is next. Everything a little bit loose here, but I just got these gear ties and I have to set them in. And I don't know if I showed it the last time or mentioned it, but this particular piece here, this particular screw I showed, is very tight. You cannot go in with your Allen key. So I fabricated myself a shorter one, same thickness, same size of the Allen key, but the piece I cut off in the front about a centimeter, and now it fits in and you can tighten it. And so now it's really rock solid. There is nothing that would shake off. Instructions on the Podium were a little bit misleading. It was showing both an RJ12 and USB connections from the pedals, RJ12 up into the mount from the pedals down here. They come out down here, and then USB going into the PC or PlayStation. And something was off. It didn't really work, and it didn't register the pedals, etc. Everybody on the forum kind of like called me an idiot for connecting both RJ12 and USB, which obviously is leading to issues and can really ruin the unit. And it should be in the instructions. Now, in the older instructions that was the case. In the newer instructions it does not exclusively say that anymore, so it just mentions somewhat of an use RJ12 or the original RJ12 and USB cable delivered, but it did not say anymore that you cannot do it or should not do it because it would damage the wheel. So I'm not sure if that is still the case, but I'm on the side of caution on this one, and I simply unplugged it. So it's only the RJ12 going from the pedals in here, and then USB from the wheel into my PlayStation currently down there. Everything else seems to be working. Very happy the way that RSeat now put the pedal holders in here with these screws and then adjustable down below. So really rock solid. It's not giving anymore. You can brake and it's really not going anywhere. In the opposite here, as you can see on the old Evo, so they took a lesson from that one, you only have the screws down here, and then that means, as you can see, it's already a little bit down. So if you start pressing, it can easily slip through because it doesn't really have the power to hold that on if you step on it like nuts. So yeah, well, that continuous improvements. The way I have the wheel currently set up, I'm okay with it. Not quite sure it is the set up the correct way. I have to check it out. If I raise it higher, it goes too high for my liking. The way I currently have it, it's not going anywhere. I had it a little bit more bent downwards, and then I found out that I easily, the way I'm driving, I'm pushing, and then it came back up. So I now put it in a position where there is no movement anymore, and that actually works for me. Steering wheel, if you want to take a look at that one, really cool. Very comfortable. What I don't quite like is, and I don't know if you can see it here, is here where the two pieces of the Alcantara come together, and my thumb is really laying on that one, which leads then to a little bit scuffing here. I can see that easily manufactured that way, but I was thinking it would have been smarter to actually have that piece of Alcantara going around and then finishing off here on the back side, because in the end when you're holding that, your fingers are on the pedals anyways. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. Let me know if you like it. Thank you.